Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing? Let me know if you guys can see me. If anybody's here, let me know if you can see me, please. And let's get right to it. So we're looking a little choppy this morning. So we gapped down overnight and we got this previous day low, previous day high zone. So always mark those zones, and pre-market low, pre-market high. So I don't typically like to trade in between pre-market range because it's just choppy. As you can see here, it's choppy, right? Like it's just not, there's not much follow through usually. I do like this zone. So if we do have a nice bearish closure underneath this zone, I will like it to the downside. I just kind of want to see pre-market low. I think I want to see this thing break before I decide to go long, because so far it's holding, and I don't usually like to trade in between that range. And looking at SPY, first zone I'm watching is previous day low retest. So you can see here we're getting close to retesting that zone. So I want to see us retest the previous day low. And I want to see the reaction at previous day low, because that's typically going to be the rejection zone. Previous day low, previous day high, we broke outside of it, and now we're getting to that retest. So I kind of want to see what happens here. I want to see if we can break below that or above it. We'll see. Let's watch what happens. So far just chopping around a little bit though. So like this kind of action I want to stay away from as much as I can. I need to see momentum. I want to see follow through. I want to see strength in either direction. I don't want to see sideways action. It's not what I want to see. So far, Q's is rejecting that zone, which is good. But I want to see a candle closure underneath pre-market low. That's what I want to see. Candle closure underneath pre-market low. So that's that blue dotted line right here. What's up, boys? Brandy, Agop, how's it going? How is it going, my friends? You guys taking anything yet? So far, I'm just waiting for this thing to kind of sort itself out. I want to see some momentum. I think we should see downside, but I want to see it. You guys taking anything? Anything happening? Yeah, I want to see this thing sort itself out, because right now we're just chopping sideways. Apple showing strength. Nice. Apple's strong, hey? 312. Wow. Nice. So SPY getting close to that previous day low retest here. That's going to be the main watch for me right now, is what happens at this previous day low on SPY. So far, we got close and a massive rejection, so could have a bunch of sellers sitting here. Let's see. Okay, we're approaching it. Should be the first rejection spot I'm kind of looking at here. Let's see what happens here. Missed the previous day low zone right here. So I want to see a reject right here. Let's see if this thing rejects right here at this previous day low. Or do we surge past it? So here's that first area right here. Let's see what happens. If this thing rejects, I'm going to look for a short starter and then add. But I want to see this thing reject. So we're coming right into it. Pretty strong. So far, pretty strong. Okay, here's a reaction. I'm going to start short right here. Good reaction right there. Looking to add pretty quick here. Let's see. So that's our first reaction at previous day low. Looking to add potentially. Let's see if we get some more rejections. If not, we're going to stop out above this candle. If we get a closure and a build above this candle, I'm going to stop out. Or we add. So far, that's our previous day low right here. Let's see what happens. Okay, looking good so far. Looking to add some more here. Let's see. Big reaction zone right here though. Big reaction zone. It's our previous day low right here. Check it out right here. Perfect reject to start. Previous day low. Perfect reject. So I want some continuation here. On this reject, I'm going to look to add. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more right there. Beautiful. Let's see. All right, so beautiful rejection to start. That was the previous day low. I wanted to see the reaction at the previous day low, and that's what we got. So I started around here. I want to see what happens here. I want to see at least a 1.5 R. So that's going to be pre-market high right here. So let's see. I need to take some off. Let's see. That's pre-market high. Yeah, I gotta take some off right here because we're at pre-market high. So I gotta take just 2 off here. Just because we're at pre-market high, I don't want to bounce at pre-market high, so de-risk my position a little bit. I'll take some more off around here. These lows if we can get it. Let's see if we can get some follow through here. Because that's a 200 and VWAP right here. Obviously a lot of buyers right here as well. And I got a support zone as well there. So I want to see us melt through this, and then I could take this off right here. But previous day low is going to be my risk point for the rest. I had to de-risk at pre-market high. So let's see. Yeah, pre-market high. And that almost got me a 1.9 R on that. So really good. I like the strong push into pre-market high. I feel like this is going to keep going down. And this is going to be my next scale spots around here, around the support zone right here. So I want to see that alarm hit. And then we're going to hit probably around 3R, 3.2 R if I can get it. Let's see. So far looking good, man. Looking juicy. Looking juicy. Let's see if we can get some follow through. We just broke below pre-market high. We need a closure below pre-market high though. I just passed another eval. Egg up. I don't know if you're still here, brother, but I just passed another eval. So 4 funded. 4 funded for you, boy. Just passed that on the short, so that's really good. Yeah, I'm pumped about that. So I got another eval passed. I got 4 funded now, and let's see what happens right here. Let's see what happens right here. This is looking good. I think this hits my next target, and then we'll ride the runners. Let's hear that alarm go off pretty quick. It's about to snap. It's about to snap right here. I'm getting really close to 3.2 R. Look at that. There it is. There's my favorite sound. Besides my son's voice in the morning, this is my favorite sound. I'm going to wait for a sec. Let's see if we can smash through these lows. If not, I'm going to quickly take it off. Okay, I'm going to take that off right there. So we're riding runners now. So I'm going to stop break even on the rest right here. And then I want to see if we can get down to pre-market low on SPY. That would be pretty sick. But we got a lot of support here. So I got a big support zone right here. Right here I got a big support zone, and obviously look at all these buyers. So good de-risk spot, and I like the previous day low read. That was a great read. Previous day low. Like I always talk about every morning. Main zones. Beauty trade, man. Beauty trade. Love it. I don't think this thing bounces the way it came down and the way it rejected previous day low. I just don't see this thing bouncing all the way back up because of the force at previous day low. So I don't know. I don't think this thing bounces. I think we get weak, but never know. Let's see. That's why we got runners, so we can let this thing run. And ideally we can come like, man, if we can get like somewhere around here, you know, that would be a sick runner right around here. I would let this thing come around here before I take anything off. So I got my ship break even. So Let's see. This is kind of like what I'm aiming for. A 9R would be just so sick. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it. Did you guys take that short by any chance? Did anybody take that short? I mean, that was the most obvious play. That was the most obvious play right here. Previous day low reject. Kind of what I was watching for all morning. Let's see, man. I would love for this thing to reject hard, and I think we get massive follow through. But we got a lot of buyers sitting here. We got a lot of buyers sitting here. The extractor. Where's the big Turk? Agop, I think Legacy Football's talking to you. Let's see another reject to pre-market high here. I don't want to see a reclaim. I want to see a reject, and I'm going to aim for here. Q's is bouncing off pre-market low. So this is obviously going to be a point of resistance here to get past this zone. But if we can get past this zone and close underneath this zone, I think it's going to be massive for the downside. And we got room down to 731. 731. If we can get a closure underneath this pre-market low, we got a lot of room. All right, we reclaimed that pre-market high pretty aggressively here. Let's see what's happening. It's about to take me out, actually. Holy. Okay, well that is about to take me out. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna edge me out here. That was a big bounce. So what happened here is, yeah, that just took me out. That's okay. That's why we got runners. So look at that bounce. Wow. So this is the support zone that I had, right? So like I knew I had to de-risk into this spot right here. And Q's bounced right off pre-market low. Never closed below. If it did, I think we would have seen nice follow through, but no. And then now SPY is aggressively going back into previous day low. So it could reject again at previous day low, but that's a huge candle. That's a massive candle. Let's see what the 15 is doing. Yeah, look at that wick. So like this is telling me now that I do not want to be short anymore. So my clues right here is I have this big support zone. I got this support zone. So it's resistance, right? Resistance. It was support. Now it's support. So like look at this. Look at this. Massive body close above this zone, and then now we try to retest that zone, try to break it, and now we have all this wick on that 15. So obviously a lot of buyers here. I do not want to be short in, like seeing that. I don't want to short into that. So what I think is going to happen now, I think we're going to reclaim previous day low and close above it and potentially head up towards previous day high. If I had to guess, this is what is going to happen now. This would be my guess right now. Let's see. So massive body right in the previous day low. Massive body. I don't think this rejects super hard, but let's see. That body is so strong. Let's see what the 15 does. We got 2 minutes left on that 15. That wick sketches me out on the short side big time. So currently rejecting, but I don't trust it. I don't trust that rejection too much. Massive wick off pre-market low on Qs too, so now I just want to wait this out. So took one trade, chill little trade to start the day. So let's see. You guys doing anything? Did I miss anything? Randy, you doing Apple or what? Did you take that previous day low reject by any chance or no? So 1 for 1 so far for me. And I'm going to wait this out. SPY. SPY's at the previous day low again, so. So far, just 1 for 1 here. But I don't trust this short now. Based on this wick and all these buyers sitting here, I don't trust this. I don't trust this short. Randy, no, nothing, eh? Fuck, too bad, man. That was a nice short. I'm surprised you didn't like that. That was a nice short. Perfect reaction. What are you thinking now? You thinking same thing or what? I think this thing surges past previous day low if I had to guess. Like, yeah, it rejected here, but look at this wick, man. Look at this wick. I don't trust it no more. Look at that right back there. So, was distracted? Yeah. You're watching 100 things. I'm only watching 3 things, so I can only imagine. So the SPY reject previous day low again. How's Ford doing? Is Ford surging? It's coming back down. So I got an alert here for Ford at 15 bucks. It's kind of where I'm thinking about getting in, Randy. 15 bucks. All right, so we got IWM doing something here. IWM did not close above. Just below, actually. But that is looking strong, man. That's looking strong. Look at the bounce on IWM from previous day low. And this 1 hour 200 EMA. Look at that bounce. Right at the 200 EMA on the 1 hour. Look at that bounce. Nothing but green candles. So IWM potentially is setting up. Potentially setting up on IWM. We just closed below. We just closed below. So let's see what develops on IWM, but that's looking really strong. SPY is reclaiming previous day low slowly. That's what I think. Ford, yeah, I got Ford my alert right here. 15. A little bit above 15, I'll take it. I'll start getting in some Ford. Start doing some options on Ford. Q's looking like it's going to go. So another potential play that I'm looking at is Q's at previous day low as well. So exact same setup that I took on SPY at previous day low. I want to see Q's reaction at previous day low, and that's going to be pre-market high as well. So I think, yeah, 15 looks good for sure. I think Q's at previous day low is something to watch. And IWM, a nice closure above previous day high. I think that's something to watch too. All right, so let's see. IWM, I want to see it close above previous day high. If we can get a nice closure, I'm gonna look to go long on that one. Gonna look to go long on that. SPY still resisting at previous day low, but look at these surges into previous day low. Super strong. Like, we got a rejection, yeah, but look at that immediate retest again. And now we're closing above it for the first time. This one closed slightly above it, so a little tell right there, I think. I think that's a little tell. We closed right above it, just slightly, but like just these little things are telling me we could reclaim that level. Let's see if I'm right. I think this thing closing above was a little tell. First time. Let's see. Let's see what the 15 minutes doing. So SPY, clearly a battle zone here at previous day low. But I will not be taking that short again. I do not trust that short. What's everything else doing here? You've been shorting Apple? Nice. MU minus 10%. AVGO minus 15%. Was that earnings? AVGO. Was that earnings? Revenue. Ooh. Was it bad revenue or good revenue? Why can't I click that? Mediocre revenue guidance from Broadcom caused investors to question how fast AI demand will accelerate. Shares plummeted 12% following the tepid outlook, making the chipmaker the S&P 5 worst performer ahead of an opening bell. Yeah, worst performer my ass. That thing has been on a ripper. I wonder if it's going to be a good time to buy one of these soon. Minus 15% is quite the hit. from the highs of 500. Look at that, 500 red, almost right at the dot. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. $100 off, so it's 25% off pretty much from the highs, almost 20%. Crazy. What are you thinking? You think this is a buy soon or what? What a sell-off, hey? Holy. I got a big demand zone right here at, if we can get it, I would definitely load up some. Big demand at 375. I would load some up for sure at 375 if we can get it. I think we could. These things can fall a lot further than we think, so I think we can get it. SPY, let's see SPY, man. Let's see if I was right. Let's see if I was right on SPY. Boom! That was the tell. For me, that was the tell right here. This little tiny closure. That little tiny closure was the tell. And now, the EMAs are fanning to the bullish side. 1348 200 fanning out to the bullish side. You cannot short this if the EMAs are fanning like this, especially with the tells that I was talking about, like the bullish momentum here, the holds of this demand zone, the wickage on this 15, the body on this 15, and then looking at the 2-minute, the closure into previous day low, that tiny little tell right there, and then looking at the EMAs now, and then reclaiming pre-market high. Like there's too many things here to want to short that. And now look at that. So we're fully reclaimed previous day low. So now we could look at potentially buying dips on SPY. I want to see SPY close here in 5 minutes. It's going to close. If we can reclaim previous day low, I'm going to be looking at some dips potentially to buy. I think this thing could rip. All these holds are telling me this thing could rip. And the next zone up is going to be around the previous day high zone. So if we can get a move even like halfway to previous day high, like this pivot right here, I think that'd be a massive move. And like, look at that. That was a fucking sick tell. That was a really nice tell. So five things are telling me to go long on SPY here. What are you looking at here, Randy? ABGO. Areas to be looking for long, possibly. Yeah, look at that gap down, hey? Wow. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to hold out for 375. I think that's a nice number for me. I like that number. So, potentially watching for a SPY long. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is what I want to see here. So I want to see the last little tail here, 15-minute closure. I think we can get it. If we can get a 15 closure, I think that's going to be a good long potential. I want to see though. And then I want to wait for that 13 EMA dip. Still saying 755.54 area for SPY. 755. So 755.54. That's the pivot. Is that the target you're getting? So that's around here. So good amount of room. Good amount of room for sure to take a long. I'm cool with that. I'd be cool with that for sure. That's kind of where the 200 EMA is as well on the 15-minute. So almost lines up. So I don't mind that target at all. That's kind of what I would be targeting anyways, because there'd be some sort of resistance there. We got 2 minutes on this 15. 2 minutes on this 15. Let's see. So consolidating nicely above this zone I got now on the 2 minute. Consolidating nicely. IWM is strong. Look at IWM. Sick hold. So that closes as well in a minute and a half. Wow, that's strong. IWM is strong. SPY 15-minute. We got less than a minute on it now. So let's see. I think this is going to close really bullish. Man, I like IWM a lot. It's above previous day high. I do like IWM a lot. Q's not so much. Q's is just whatever right now. I want to see this reaction at PDL though. Kind of want to wait for that. That's a good amount of room too. Like that's $10 away from the lows. So range wise, that's going to be kind of its close to its max range on the day as well. So I could see a nice reject play at previous day low here on Qs. IWM is looking strong. If I don't get a closure above, yeah, I'm going to get a closure. Yeah, it's going to close pretty quick. It's going to close pretty quick. So that's the low right here. There you go, closed. So let's see if we can get a little retest of that 13. IWM closed super strong. That's like, man, that's nice. So I'm going to be looking at IWM as well. I want to be looking at IWM as well. So flipping long here, potentially. I want to see a retest of these highs and this 13 in order for me to start getting into some here. So again, same sort of thing. I'll just piece it in. I do like IWM a lot. It's coming in the previous day high as well. But I'm gonna look at SPY right now because SPY, just been watching it more. Feel more comfortable with SPY right now. All right, here's that first reaction. Here's that first reaction. Look at the EMA, it's beautiful. Let's see how this holds here. Okay, reaction at the 13. Let's see. We got 25 seconds left on that candle. Might just wait for it to close. IWM coming in as well. I'm watching IWM same time. Okay, here we go. Here's a little reaction. Okay, I'm going to start right here on 2. And then it's going to be a closure below here. If I get a closure below, I'll just simply get out quick. But I'm looking to add. Same sort of thing every time. I'm looking to get a bull flag close. So if I get a flag and then a break of that flag, I'm going to look to add some more. Every day. I always do the same thing. So 13 EMA retest here. Let's see if she holds. If not, I'm going to quickly get out and then reevaluate. Let's see. I want to see some nice surges off this zone. I want to see a nice hold of this zone to add some more. Okay, looking all right so far. Waiting for a sec. Let's see if this thing flips green. Okay, so far looking okay. Looking to potentially add. Waiting for a second. We got a minute left on this candle. I don't want to rush it. In case this thing fails, I do not want to rush it. Okay, so far nice hold. Okay, I'm going to try 2 more here. Again, quick stop below. But starter, add. Now I'm looking for this thing to curl outside this flag. I want to see a curl outside this flag. So far that 13 is looking okay. Good holds. Good holds. SPY. Beautiful so far. So that's going to be my risk. And I'm going to de-risk at the highs because that's going to give me almost 2R. And it's a good point to de-risk. But I'm going to go with Randy's pivot at 255. So somewhere around here, I'm looking to... Somewhere around here. Let's see what pivots I got here. Yeah, like right around here. I like to de-risk around here if I can get it. Okay, so this is my second trade of the day now. So far, good read. I want to see my high get tagged. And then right here for my next scales. I'm going to be looking at these 2 spots right here. All right, man. I love this read. What a freaking read, guys. What a read. I don't know if you're in here watching, but I love the read. I love the read. I'm going to take some off when I hit my alarm here. And then it's going to be almost 2R. But this is looking healthy, man. This is looking good. See if we can get a hold. IWM, oh, it's coming in. IWM's coming in. Well, I don't like that reaction. Let's see if this thing holds again. This needs to hold. That was close. That almost hit my my first target. That almost hit 2R for me. So let's see. This thing has to hold here. Has to hold. That was looking really good. That looked solid. But right now, I don't know. It's retesting the zone. So let's see. I need to see a bounce off this zone here. I want to see a nice strong bounce. I would like to add, to be honest, but we just came right into it pretty fast. Like, this was a pretty fast rejection. Didn't love that rejection, but so far so good. Nothing wrong with it yet. The only reason I don't want to add is because of that rejection, though. Don't want to add because of that rejection. So look to get some off at the highs. If I can get it. If not, I'll quickly stop out and then look for the next play. IWM is looking pretty good too. Kind of waiting to see what happens there, but it's hard to do multiple things. I don't want to do multiple things. I'm watching SPY and I'm in SPY. I got to focus on SPY. But IWM is looking pretty good. Let's see, this 13 has to hold. Beautiful fan. Beautiful fanning on the EMAs. Love it. So far, nothing wrong with this at all. Nothing wrong with this at all yet. So I want to see a break. I want to see a closure outside this flag now. I need to see a closure above this little pivot. I want to see a closure above this pivot. Okay, this is looking all right for sure. It's looking all right for now. Tempted to add. IWM taking off a little bit here without us. Let's see, IWM. SPY's looking great, man. There's nothing wrong with SPY. IWM, beautiful above previous day high. Beautiful above previous day high. But I'm just going to be watching SPY for now. There's nothing wrong with SPY for now. This looks really good. It's just consolidating at this zone. I just didn't like this candle. It's the only one I didn't like, but so far this support zone is holding really good. So as long as the support holds, I'm not getting out. I need this. I just need this to hold. But if we start breaking below, I'll get out. So we're trying to break down, but we keep soaking that candle. So let's see. There's a lot of support here. I gotta think this does something. Let's see, it's got to bounce soon though. I mean, anything after yesterday's patience for me is going to be a breeze in the park, man. Like I was in SPY for an hour and 20 minutes off previous day low yesterday. So that was not easy. So right at that 13 again, consolidating at that 13 really nicely. Haven't closed below yet. So no reason to get out yet for anything. 13 holding really well for now. Now we need to get above these candles right here, just above this zone. Clearly an area that needs to get past. Let's see if we can get past that zone. Let's try. There we go. Let's get a little push. Let's get a little push now past this zone. There's a lot of sellers here, obviously, but the 13 and the curl here is what I look for every day, man. This is like what I look for. EMA's fanning out. 13 EMA holding. Flag break. Curl. De-risk at the highs. Hold runners. So if you look at the big chart, like look at this, man. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful hold. So I think we hit our first target, and then I do think we hit our next target. SPY getting close. SPY getting close. Let's do it. Let's hit it. Let's go. Hit that. Let's go. You're too close now. Let me hear that alarm. It's coming. Here's the highs, though. Here's the highs. I think it hits. I think we just closed above my gray box. I think we hit it. Okay, the highs again. I want to see a push past these highs now. I want to see a push past these highs now. Let's get a push past these highs. We're already here anyways. My de-risk point was at the highs. You can de-risk here. If you're in this with me, anybody, you can de-risk at these highs, but I'm just going to wait now. Because this was a really strong candle. So this is telling me I think we're going to get more continuation. This candle is telling me we're going to get more continuation. So I'd rather hold out for that move than de-risk here. I've seen it too many times. I'd rather hold out now. We got a really strong move. Highs are being held. If this candle flips green, I think she goes hard. Beautiful, man. Look at that candle. So I'm going to remove this for now. And then if we get new highs, like around, I want to see new highs. De-risk get some new highs right here. And then final target will be around there. But the thing that's keeping me here right now is this candle. That told me there's a lot of buyers here. And we closed strongly above my zone. So I'd like to hold for that move of new highs now because of that. Let's see if I'm right. $15 is looking really good on this too. Look at the 15. Look at that wick. So we try to bring it down. Buyers just soaked it right up. So beautiful reaction at that 13. Kind of what I'm expecting to see here. So if I can get a push past these highs, I don't know. It's looking pretty good, man. It's looking pretty good to me. So I like the read there of not taking some off of the highs for now. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. There we go. There we go. Good fucking read, man. Good read. Good read. Love the read. That candle told me to stay in and extend my take profit. That candle right here. So let's see. We got highs right here. Let's see what happens. Taking one off. taking a quarter off at these highs. I think that's the smart thing to do. So far, just one. See what happens. So just consolidating right now. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, big fail. Let's see if she doesn't hold him out. She has to hold here, or I'm going to get out the rest. Okay, I'm out. I'm out. Man, that's surprising. I thought I was going to rip. All right, I'm out. That was a good read, though. I love that play, man. That was a really nice play. Wow, look at that fail. So I didn't want to see that. So like that was a big fail. That should have went, right? Like that should have definitely went. Made some new highs. Luckily I took off a quarter right here. Had to take off a quarter. But now it's just like, I don't know, it's almost 11 a.m. Eastern. It's looking choppy kind of. So one win, one loss. Tiny little green on the day. Passed an account, which is good. So I got another 25K in funding. So in that sense, great day. But overall, like now, like, I don't know. That rejection was ugly. Don't love it. It didn't close below, but it was just like such a big rejection. Randy, what do you think about ONDS? What are you thinking here? Oh, wow. Look at that. Whoa. This thing's nice. Hondas. I think that was a good exit, man. I like, look at that. This shouldn't have rejected like that. The way everything was playing out, like I was calling it, I don't know. I felt like that should have just went. So yeah, I think for me, I'm just gonna chill now, and probably just call it here pretty quick for now. Anyway, maybe come back for power hour. We'll see. I don't know what I got going today, but I'll see. I'm still gonna be watching this rejection. So if we can get up there on Qs, I'll be watching for that rejection. SPY, that was a good exit. I think this is gonna go. IWM came back to previous day high again, but I don't know. SPY and Qs looks weak now, or just at least pretty choppy. Wow, big pop on SPY. SPY faked me out. SPY gonna go without me here. Not gonna chase it though. Reclaiming that 13. 15 still looks good for now. IWM, yeah, look good. I wasn't even watching it, just focusing on my SPY, but previous day high, IWM. Yeah, that would have been a nice trade, I think, right here. Right off that previous day high. SPY reclaimed that 13. SPY reclaimed that 13. Wow. Right back to the highs. I think this would have been a long right here, but I wasn't watching it too close. This long right here, I think, would have been decent. This reclaim of that 13. This never closed below my zone, which is a little unfortunate for me, but wonder if this is a good re-entry right here. 13 reclaim. Debating trying it right here. I'll try one more. right here. All right, we're gonna try one more here. So I want to get new highs. The fact that we reclaimed, I want to get some new highs. So new risk below this zone, closure below that zone, and I want to see at least right here. I want to see this right here. So first TP, second TP right here. Okay, SPY moving. SPY moving. So I think this, or sorry, Q's moving. I think this SPY now gets a little push. So let's see if we can get new highs here. And I'll look to take a little bit off, and I'll look to take a little bit more off there. So let's see if we can finally get that push. Okay, there's a little push. Good. Alarm's about to hit. There it is. There it is. Okay, good read. Good read to get back in there. See if I can get that next alarm. I'm just going to wait for that next alarm. Okay, I'm going to take one off right there.
Order filled.
There it is. There it is. Sweet. All right. Well, at least I got back in there and made up for that little loss there. So that was a good re-entry on SPY. I liked it. But it sucks I sold here, man, because it didn't close below my zone. So that's the part that kind of bugs me a little bit, but it is what it is. I should have held through that, I think. So good re-entry nonetheless, though. Good re-entry nonetheless. So hitting almost 3R here. I'd probably take it off pretty quick. Get off the desk. Let's see what this candle does, though. See if we get one more move. If not, I'll just get out right here. Just call it a day for now. I think Q's is going to head up towards previous day low as well. So I think that's something to watch. That's something to watch today. Okay, we're still riding this right now, but I'm thinking if this candle turns red, I'm just going to get out and then just call it. Go take my son to school pretty quick. But either way, good read, man. Good read to get back in. I don't like getting out here. This kind of bothers me a little bit. I got out a little prematurely there. I think I should have let that candle close. But kind of annoying. Kind of annoying because then I would just still be in this position. It'd be a good win. But either way, that was nice. Good re-entry. All right, guys. Thank you so much if you watched. If you were on this, I appreciate it. Yeah, I know, Randy. I know. You're probably right, man. You're probably right. But I'm kind of running out of time here, so I can't really babysit this thing. And it is what it is. This is going to hit 755.54, hey? You're probably right, man. Like, I mean, that reclaim of the EMAs, like how strong it was, like it told the story. 755.54. Man, you're probably right. Let's just go 755.50. Let's see how it goes. I don't doubt you, my friend. I do not doubt you. Stay under round numbers. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. 100%. 100%. Like, even if it hits this, like, it should hit this, right? Like, I think it should, because it did fake out some shorts right here, too. I think this thing could squeeze. Fuck. A couple mistakes today, man. This exit pisses me off. I shouldn't have got out in this exit right here, because I would just still be in this trade right now riding runners. So this thing got me, this thing a little bugs me a little bit right here. Never closed underneath my zone. So yeah, like 15. Let's see the 15. What happened today? So like now we're approaching a 200. This was the target anyway. It's like close around that target. 755. Yeah. Like, God damn it. Overall, great read. Didn't love the stop here. This stop was, in my opinion, like I don't know. I just felt like previous day low, going back below previous day low, try to go above, failed hard multiple times. I don't know. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I think running out of time here kind of doesn't help me either, but overall, great reads today. Great reads. 2 for 3 on trades. It's all right. All right, I'm gonna get out, and I'll be in the Discord. Randy, whoever else is in, I'll be in the Discord later on, and see if anything else presents. I'm also watching for this QQQ previous day low. I'm watching for this. SPY's ripping. Wow. Oh, man. Randy. Look at that. 755.41. Just about. Fuck. All right, I can't keep watching this thing. I got to go chill with my kid. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Peace and love. Thanks for watching.